Your job is to protect this person. And when you take a look at this video, you can see that she's not able to cover him. That's obviously a liability in your security team, and that's obviously something that can have a really bad effect. Welcome back by a new video on my channel. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Don't forget to press the like button. So today your boy GenNot is gonna talk about the Trump situation, specifically something that's going on X and YouTube. Basically, people are pointing out that the security team obviously failed and didn't do that job when the attempt on his life happened, and I honestly agree with it. I think it was an embarrassment. Legit, the shooter could walk on the roof and nobody was doing anything, and specifically people are pointing out that there were obviously female security people trying to protect Trump, and people are now saying that women shouldn't do that job. And I'm gonna give my opinion. I'm gonna show a couple of clips, this and that. So if you think that's interesting, go sit down and relax and let's get started.
Watch out.
So in this clip you can see that the female security guard is not able to cover Donald Trump's entire body because obviously she is much smaller. I would say she's probably around 5'4", 5'3". Donald Trump, if you Google him, I mean, there are many opinions about his height, but it seems to be that he is around 6'2". Obviously, he's an older man, so he's probably shrinking. Maybe in his peak days he would be like 6'3", but I would say, looking at Donald Trump, I would say he's around 6'2". Obviously, this female security guard is not able to cover him, and that's obviously a dangerous situation. You should definitely be bigger than the person you're protecting. That's a good rule to apply, and that is what you see 9 out of the 10 times. If you take a look at Neon's security, if you take a look at Jack Doherty's security, they're all big dudes at around 6'6", 6'7", the big dudes, and they're obviously much bigger than the person they're protecting. And obviously this female security guard is much smaller than Donald Trump, and she's not able to cover his head. And if you're a security guard, you should legit take a bullet if it really comes to it. Your job is to protect this person. And when you take a look at this video, you can see that she's not able to cover him. That's obviously a liability in your security team, and that's obviously something that can have a really bad effect. And I want to say something as well that I need to point out. Obviously, a lot of people, companies, this and that, get forced to hire women because of, you know, political reasons. I think we can all understand that. And 9 out of the 10 times, I don't really have a problem with that. I think the best person should get the job. I think that's the best rule to be applying. And in movies, when they force like a female role, I don't really care. You're not hurting anyone. But in a job like this, security guard, your job can legit mean the life or death of a person. And yeah, if it's legit something like this happening, I think you should take another look at this. I'm not saying that no woman should be a security guard. At least if you hire a woman, you should make sure that woman is gonna be big. You have women that are like 6'4" as well. I mean, I think at least then she would be able to cover Donald Trump. And you obviously can make the argument that small dudes, should small dudes not be security guards? I mean, that's another discussion to be had. Obviously, women on average are smaller than men. I think we can all understand that if you take a look at the average height. And I do think size is really important as a security guard. Don't make the joke. I already did it for you. So yeah, overall, I can understand people saying this, but if you would have put a 6'5" woman there, she would be able to cover Donald Trump's face. So thinking about it, what is really the important part about being a security person? The size of the security person or the gender? Leave it in the comments section. Obviously, on average, a dude is taller and stronger. I think we can all agree on that. But I think the most important thing you should be doing when hiring a security person is say, oh yeah, you should be able to carry the person, cover the person. And if a woman is able to do that, I mean, you should probably hire that person. But obviously on average, it's gonna be more difficult for a woman to do that. And I think in certain jobs like military, police, let's say security guard as well, you should say, oh yeah, a person should be able to do this, 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 and if a woman is able to do that, obviously hire that person. But if the woman is not able to do that, don't hire the person. And obviously a lot of dudes cannot be a security guard as well, for example really small dudes. So I think, you know, overall I understand the argument in making that women shouldn't be security guards, but I think size plays an important role as being a security guard as well. I obviously want to know your opinions about this as well. Leave it in the comment section.
Well, the many people who've criticised security Thnx at his rally on Saturday were quick to point out that his detail this time round seemed to be made up entirely of strapping men. But
yeah, that was something your boy noticed as well. It seems like Trump, or I don't know who is in charge of the security, deleted / fired the female security, and I don't think you can blame anyone really when you saw the clip of how the security handled the entire situation. Obviously you cannot only blame the female security, I think everyone failed in that moment. Obviously someone should have done something when they legit saw a dude climbing on the roof. It is still mind-blowing that that stuff happened, and I don't really have a good explanation besides people not doing that job.
Whose idea was it to have him be guarded by like some 5'3" like girl, this obviously overweight? Like who thought that was a good idea? Who did that? Why would you do that?
It is interesting to me how they got the position they're having right now, because obviously they're not in great shape. And in my opinion, if you want to be a security person, a police person, or military person, you should have a decent physique and a decent condition. Like you should be able to run for a mile, you should be lifting a certain weight. I think they legit should have certain limits, and they should say, oh yeah, you should be able to lift this weight, you should be able to run this, you should be able to do this, and if you're not able to do that, you're not gonna have the job. I don't think it's a good thing that legit police officers in America that are really overweight. I don't understand that. It's obviously not a good look, first of all, and second of all, you definitely want to be in shape if you're gonna do something like that. Your condition, your body is pretty important if you want to be a police officer or like a military person. You're legit relying on your physique and your condition and your cardio. If you don't have good cardio in a military function, that can legit be dangerous, man. So yeah, I was pretty surprised. But having said all of this, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, then don't forget to press the like button, helps with the algorithm and pushing it all around. If you want to, you can subscribe as well so you get notified, and I will see you in the next one.